Good afternoon. It is a little windy out. Today I want to talk a little bit about a way that ranchers can sort of help each other become more profitable. And what I mean by that is a community, an online community called AgriSummit. AgriSummit is a thing I started. Sorry, I'm just putting my phone down. Hopefully you can see me. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. It's an online community that I started, and it's hosted on the school app. So if you ever go follow AgriSummit on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, any of those things, that's not the actual community. The community is on the school platform. And it is a paid community because it costs me to run it, and it costs us every single month to do some of the things we want to do and to make it better and to bring value to the group. But essentially, on school, I can create courses. And these courses that I started building originally are around topics like hedging with futures and options from my experience as a commodity broker, LRP. I gained all that information from actual licensed individual who sold LRP, as well as some of other resources I found online, as well as some of the things I learned at my previous job, because we were starting to get into LRP, though I never did before I left. And then information I learned at the bank here, working at the bank, information on balance sheet, things, how to build a bank ready balance sheet, if you're a new rancher, new producer, things that'll help you get more, help you secure financing, as well as FSA programs, like how to utilize FSA to buy your first cattle herd is a course in there, things like that. So I started building these courses around topics that I thought would be interesting, thought would be helpful. Well, the problem is nobody really showed up right away, except for some friends and then some other people. Well, I realized that, a lot of people, nobody knows who I am. Right? Nobody knows who the heck I am. Why would they trust me? They have to go on to school to see this stuff. Well, a lot of people don't know what school is, which is partially why I'm talking about it right here. But the whole idea is based around a community of ranchers who can help each other with products like everything we talked about. It could be anything from financial products to what insulators do you use, what fence posts do you use, what kind of feed are you using, things like that. You can get that information from people who are actually raising cattle, who are actually ranchers, and you can gain all that experience from the other ranchers who are in the group. So it's kind of like a private community online where you can sort of ask your neighbor for help. And isn't that what ranching is all about? Asking your neighbor for help and getting more, being good, being neighborly, giving more than you take, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Isn't that what being a rancher is all about? Isn't that what family operations are all really about? Boss. See if we can get the steers to come back here. But, so that was kind of where it sort of started, was with that. And now it's grown to some more members, and we are doing weekly market update calls. So weekly, me and a buddy get on, we kind of talk about what the cattle market's doing for the week. News, big headline news, big market sales in certain areas. And we're going to continue to grow that. The more members who are in there, the more information they can get on market updates, more sale barn quotes we can get with more members in there. So in different areas too, it's nice to be able to see what cattle prices are bringing in different areas. And then you can get the more people who are in there, you can get some more of those private sales, more information on that. And it's really just becomes more valuable with more people. Again, sorry for the wind. But again, it is paid. I mean, it costs money to run the platform, and to put in a lot of time on something like that, it's valuable. So it's $15 a month right now. We're actually currently working on building a digital calving book app, because it's something that I found that a lot of the members who were in there, a lot of the early members wanted a digital calving book, something that was a little bit better than some of the things that are out there now, or maybe a little more simplified, or not some mass marketed product, something more personable, like that, is more practical for a smaller ranch or smaller operation or a family farm. And so we're building an app, we're building that digital calving book for the members. And it's pretty cool. I've never done that before, but that's something that's going to come out here. And actually the original plan is to increase our membership price to $47 a month, or $4.99 a year after the digital calving book app releases, because it's going to make us incur more monthly costs and more annual costs. And that is a huge opportunity for you guys to lock in that $15 a month right now. I'm not trying to just make a big sales pitch, guys. Agro Summit is going to be very valuable. It is already valuable, and it's only going to get more valuable, is what I'm trying to say. And it's only going to grow, because we're never going to quit. We're going to continue to work and continue to make it better, in the best place for family ranchers to get information, to help each other grow, to become more profitable. It's all about family operations succeeding, family operations growing, family operations, passing that on to the next generation. We want to get into legacy planning, into what's the word I'm looking for? You know what I mean. Not legacy, succession planning. We want to get into succession planning at some point too. So people, and bring on some guests and talk about what works for them. We're going to do some direct to consumer content. We have an individual who's very experienced in direct to consumer, more so than me with these few steers I'm starting with. And she's going to, talk about, how you actually build that beef business in the long term, because she's done it, and she's bringing a huge expertise there. And we're just going to continue to bring more experts in, continue to make the group more valuable. So if you're interested in something like that, make sure you join now. Well, it's $15 a month.